Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I am Psychic Medium Cari Muggs, and each week I pull a card from a deck to let you know what's coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. This week we are using one of my favorite decks. It's called the Trust Your Vibes deck by Sonia Choquette. It's pretty simple. The answers are, the cards are really pretty easy to interpret. So if you're looking for an easier card deck, this is for one of your first ones. This would be a good idea. This one and Ask Your Guides by Sonia Choquette are my two favorite beginners deck. So each of the back of the cards has like a heart with wings, and then each card has a different kind of art about it, which is kind of cool. It's just different from most oracle decks. So, okay, so this week last week I think was solitude. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. It's so crazy. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. This one is claim your boundaries. This one is perfect. Oh my gosh, because I have been struggling with this. So I don't know about you guys, but I have been, because in the past, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had some health issues, and it's because I don't create very good boundaries. And I thought I was getting better. I thought that I was with like clients and work, but not friends and work. So some of my friends, it's hard for me because it's just hard. And it's so hard for me not to try and get everybody in. And I know being booked out is hard, but here's the thing that I learned. So claim your boundaries. This is perfect because I totally believe that, and Spirit has told me time and time again, you have got to, because I used to think I was being selfish, or I thought that if I didn't let everybody in, or I didn't try and get anybody in as soon as possible, that I was a failure, or that I wasn't nice, or I wasn't kind. And Spirit has taught me that I need to, and I know this is about me, but I want it to reference it to you, but I need to chill, and I need to take care of my health. And I used to feel guilty because I'm like, why can't I do this? Why can't I have enough energy to do this? But then I watched a video with Tyler Henry, and he did a couple readings, and he slept for 2 days. Readings can be draining. And so I just have to really watch my body, and I have to know when I need to chill or when I need to calm it down. And my bad thing is when I feel good, I'm all, okay, I can get you in, or I can get you in. And then by the time I get to that appointment, then, and these are like friends and family, not like people who are already on the schedule. And that's not really fair to people who are already on the schedule. So Spirit was kind of telling me, you need to slow down, and I wasn't listening. And so then I had this emergency room visit, and you know what? Now I'm totally listening, and I'm sticking to the schedule. End of story. Friends or family, it can't even, because you know what? My health is at risk. And so here's the thing. I know it's going to hurt some of my friends, and I know it's going to hurt some of my family's feelings, but if they cared about me, or they cared about my health, they would understand. So the people who don't like your boundaries are the people who don't want to acknowledge them. And boundaries aren't for other people. Boundaries are for you, to protect your health, to protect your sanity, to protect your spiritualness. It's just, I want you to just imagine a fence around you, and you get to decide who gets to come in and out of those fences, right? And don't think you're being selfish, and don't think you're being mean or unkind, or if people get mad at you, so what? Because you know what? You've got to take care of you. And boundaries just aren't with friends and family. They're with a lot of things. They're with kids. They're with spouses, loved ones. And you have got to, the thing that's hard is when you didn't have boundaries before, and you try to create these boundaries, people don't understand, and people don't know what to do. And so you've just got to build these boundaries to protect yourself and to protect your family. And sometimes boundaries don't mean that you can never talk to them or keep them out of your life. Boundaries just means that what you allow in your space, or what conversations you want in your space, or what you want to, what you can handle and what you can't handle. And if you can't handle certain conversations with your mom or your dad, then you tell them, I'm going to remove myself from this situation. If you can't handle, if you build certain boundaries with people at work and they start to cross them, you need to be like, I need to talk about this at a time where I'm not so emotional, or you are so important and your health is so important. And that's the thing I didn't realize is when you let all these people cross your boundaries, it's affecting you. It's affecting your health. It's affecting your spiritual awakening, your spiritual awareness. It's affecting everything about you because you are allowing things in your space or in your energy that bring you down or overwhelm you. And so and friends and family are the hardest. They really, really are. And so, but here's the thing. If they love you and they are mindful about your health or mindful about your situation, they will understand. If they don't understand, then you need to reevaluate that relationship. If they don't understand that you cannot do some of the things that they ask you to, or they don't understand why you don't want to talk about certain things like, gossiping or things like that bring you down or bring your energy down, or if you can't handle so much at work, if they don't, and work is hard. I hear it is hard because I do the same thing with clients. I have clients that are like, it is an emergency, so can you get me in? And my heart hurts for them because I want to. But you know what I did? I set up an emergency reading. So it's at a higher price, but if they want to pay that, then it's not because I want to make more money. It's because I need to watch my health. And if somebody needs to get in for an emergency, I need to make sure it's worth it to them and it's worth it to me, because my health and their health is important. And so it's just boundaries. It's so crazy that this card came up because this is what I've been struggling with the last couple weeks. And I know it used to be just a work thing, but now it's moved into friends and family thing. So sometimes it's okay to just say no. No is a full sentence, and you don't have to have an explanation for it. If you don't want to do something that's not for your higher good, do not do it. And if somebody says, well, you should let them into your life because they're your mother or they're your father or they're your sister, it doesn't matter. If they're draining you and you can't handle being around them, then you need to take care of you. End of story. End of story. So I know I'm getting on my soapbox because the reason why is because I struggle with this too. I've been struggling with it. So claim your boundaries. And the numbers are awesome. They're 222 and 444, which means you're going in the right direction and your angels are with you and protecting you and they're guiding you, which is perfect because there's also a picture of a shield on this card, which means you need your shield for protection. So get your armor out this week because you're going to have to claim some of your boundaries. You're going to have to set some boundaries in place and you're going to have to do it. So also too, some of the fence, there's a picket fence. So there's a shield, a white picket fence, and the sun with some arrows. So those are going to be your signs and symbols this week. A sun, so there's a sun, a yellow sun around this person's head, and also arrows, which probably means 222, which means you're going in the right direction. And also this picket fence. Notice how he's standing in the opening of the picket fence and he's holding his shield. Place your boundaries this week, people, because there's going to be some things that are going to test your boundaries, and you need to be strong, and you need to do it. You just need to do it, because if you don't protect your boundaries, who's going to? There's no knight in shining armor that's going to come and say, no, she needs to rest. Or no, she doesn't want to do that. Or no, that drains her energy. So claim your boundaries this week, guys. If you want to see the card, for those of you that are listening on the podcast, just go to my Instagram and it'll be listed. But shields, arrows, fences, the numbers 222 and 444. So I love you guys so much, and I'll be interested to see how many of you go through this boundary thing this week. So see you guys next week.